Their guards, especially Thompson, he can really go off the dribble. And, we had 4 or 5 straight line drives in the first half, which sometimes led to a big guy scoring, but we just had a hard time keeping them in front. And, they have a style that's very deliberate. The basketball's more towards half court, not a lot of passing. And, it almost made the game feel funny for us, but we did a better job after halftime of defending them. And when you do that, that leads to some transition, and I think it makes you feel better, especially us, because, we try to be a good defensive team, and the team scoring on us or we're constantly fouling it. That's normally not what happens. Same thing on offense. As we got a few in transition, the ball moved easier, had a couple guys make some shots, and we certainly were a much better team in the second half than the first half. But that's life right now. February on the road in a conference. Like the Pac-12, it's not always going to be perfect, and we have to learn how to, and we are, play through those stretches. And we did a good job putting, I think, a subpar first half behind us and being a much better team in the second half. We've worked really hard trying to be better in the low post, trying to make it harder for a big guy to catch it against us. That's something we didn't do well last week against the Washington schools, but Doosan and Chance did a much better job in the second half in that area as well. Transition is a big part of the zone. Sometimes if you're not getting stops and they're constantly in the zone, you walk the ball up, and you're not getting any fast push against the zone. And second half, if you think about it, we got the ball out and up the court much easier, and that's part of the success against the zone. Once we were in the half court against the zone, sometimes you miss open looks. Sometimes you have great ball movement and it doesn't work. We really moved the ball well early in the first half, but once we started to miss a couple open ones, it started to become more about, hey, let me make one myself and see if I can get out of this rut. And when you do that against the zone, it's never going to be quite good. Same thing in the first half. We had the ball at the rim 2 or 3 times that we normally convert, and we didn't.
Coach, do you have to say anything to the players to get ready for Saturday? Or?
No, they know it's a big game. They've known it for some time, and it's up to us now to get ready.
Anything special because of how they played at McHale last season?
Last year's last year. I mean, we know they're really good. They were really good last year. They're equally really good this year, and we're playing them on their home court. I'm sure it's going to be a great crowd. So, from our perspective, it should be an exciting game.